Now I'll invite our dynamic scientific committee member, Dr. Krishna Prasad Kudlu, to introduce the opening batsman, the first speaker of the day, Dr. Satanshu Mathur, who's going to give his talk on SICS in black cataract. Dr. Kudlu, please.
Thank you, Balaji, and it's my honor to invite. I think I'm going to share the screen. Can you able to? Can you able to see the screen?
Not yet.
Yeah, no. Just a minute. Yeah, I'm sharing the screen. 1 minute. Share screen. Yeah, just a minute. Yes. Yeah. Are you able to see now?
Yes. Yeah, please.
My pleasure to invite my close friend, my brother, none other than Dr. Satanshu Mathur from Uttarakhand. He is also chairman of Devbhoomi Hospital. He has got a lot of posts in different fields in our ophthalmology. Mainly, he's a honorary secretary for SARC Community Ophthalmology. He's a chief national coordinator for ICMS. He's also honorary secretary for North Zone Ophthalmic Society and also Uttarakhand Society. He's also chairman scientific for ACOIN Association. Also, he's a joint secretary for FBS AAS. Also, he's an executive member along with me in IRSI. Also, he's a state representative to AAS. I think we all been keep hearing from Satanshu. He always helped me in various kind of activity. Once again, word to Satanshu. We are going to hear something out of him, especially from SICS. Word to Satanshu.
Thank you, Kishan Prasad Kudlu, for giving my introduction so nicely. First of all, can you see the screen?
Yes, we can, sir.
Okay.
Please.
So, first of all, I'd like to thank AIS Scientific Committee, Dr. Partha Vishwas and new team for giving us the platform for SICS surgeons. I have been asked to speak on the topic SICS in heart cataract. But I will say, why the heart cataract? SICS is the operation of choice in all types of cataract. And once you reaches the end of this webinar, you will yourself come to know why I am saying so. When Dr. Boromani will be speaking, how you can control astigmatism, preoperative astigmatism and perioperative astigmatism by the incision size. So incision is very important. For the beginner, you can give a small incision or you can give the linear incision, but it will cause astigmatism. But once you have mastered surgery, it is the best incision nowadays, the linear incision with two sides extending vertically away from the limbus. That will cause the minimum astigmatism and will give enough space for delivery of the nucleus. For rhexis purpose, we should give 6 millimeter minimum rhexis. In 90% cases, we can achieve it. If required, we can give side incision to relax the rhexis. Incision size is not very important in SICS, in heart cataract, as we have to protect the endothelium. For the beginners, I will recommend big incision, 6 millimeter or 6.5 millimeter. They can give like this incision. We should always try to protect the endothelium in heart cataract. That is the advantage of SICS over the phaco in these cases. While making incision, we have to make side. We are making side pockets. That is very important to make the incision enlarge from the interior side. After giving side port, inject the methylene blue below the air bubble. Now enter from the white port through 2.8 millimeter incision and the capsular rhexis. We should avoid this can opening technique. We should always try. We can achieve 100% cases this CCC. If it is smaller, you can make 2 radial incision. Otherwise, it is not required in all cases. Advantage of SICS in heart cataract is that you have peaceful mind. It is safety for the endothelium, for the patient and for the doctor peace, both. After rhexis, enlarge the incision up to 6.5 millimeter. And then you have to inject the hydro procedure you have to do at the repeated site. And whenever you're doing it, press over the nucleus so that pressure does not increase inside. Now you press it and you see from one side, nucleus has come out. Once it has come out from one side, you have to inject viscoelastic from below the nucleus. And then rotate it with 2 dialer into the anterior chamber. So nucleus is out from the back into the anterior chamber. And 90% work job has been done. Now you can take out from this place by so many methods, whatever you like. You fish hook, irrigative axis, sandwich technique. This is the irrigative axis. When we enter, the irrigation is off. When we just come up to the nucleus, the level of the wound, we start the incision. This is the hard cataract. How easily we can remove it, you can see. Then simply Simcoe cannula is used. You can implant PMM lens or you can implant the foldable lens for your requirement. So you can see the endothelium, cornea shining. This is the beauty. Next day you have very good vision and you can go for peace of mind in the night. Then hydrate both the side. Cortea done, so that conjunctiva is now. This is another. This is a flavor technique. Sound is inside. By snare we can remove this this hard nucleus by only 4.5 millimeter incision. This is another technique where we have given the incision. I would like to show you the incision we have told. This is side. We are extending this incision upwards away from the limbus, and that will give you enough space without much astigmatism. So this is incision, 5 millimeter incision for hard cataract, 1 millimeter extended vertically.
We did the study in storage media. And so that doesn't necessarily mean.
Thank you very much.
Can you mute, Sunilji, can you mute everybody else except the speaker, please?
Done, sir. So,
Balla?
Connection is lost.
Yeah. So this lateral vertical extension of the wound that helps in causing minimal astigmatism and gives enough space. Why is it not coming?
It's coming.
Stop sharing.
We can hear you.
The screen is not shared, Dr. Satanshu.
Yeah. There's some problem. So this is the vertical extension of the wound. I will take 10 seconds because we have wasted time here. This is the special cannula I want to show you that you can. This is my friend Dharmendranath has made this cannula. He's given me complimentary cannula. I am working on this same cannula for the last 1 year. You can remove this hardest nucleus by this cannula. Advantage of cannula is that there is a space in the cannula where the nucleus rests. You can see the hardest nucleus you can remove by this cannula. This is a black cataract, and you can implant the foldable lens. This cannula I want to show you. This is the cute cannula. You can see it has a bed. Over this, the nucleus rests, and you can remove the nucleus easily. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That was a very nice exposition. Yeah, Dr. Satanshu, that was a brilliant exposition of SICS surgery in hard cataract. Now I'll request our discussants, Dr. Debashish Bhattacharya and Dr. Amulya Sahu, sir. Do you think, sir, in the current COVID pandemic, where there was lockdown for quite many months and a lot of our patients are coming with very hard cataracts, the surgery of choice can be SICS, particularly when we don't have any apprehension and fear of aerosol generation, sir? What are your comments on this, sir? Dr. Debashish Bhattacharya, sir.
Yeah, I mean, SICS is perfectly suited for hard cataracts because even in non-COVID times, basically the ultrasound damage to the endothelium is not there because if you are doing a very good incision and therefore, I mean, the incisional trauma in SICS is more and the ultrasound trauma is more in phacoemulsification. So we need to balance it out. But if the incision is well done, because that is the basic fundamental of doing hard cataracts, and we must see that the incision preserves the corneal valve and is big enough to accommodate the entire size, and there should be scleral pockets to accommodate the thickness of the nucleus, because more often than not, these nucleuses are thick. And once the incision is perfectly aligned to the size and the thickness of the nucleus, I think the rhexis has to be a big one, and that is not much of a challenge. And even if a rhexis is compromised in SICS, that is also not a problem, which again plays a role in hypermature hard cataracts where, doing a rhexis becomes a problem. So given the situation, I mean, SICS is a good surgery and a good way to do hard cataracts of any kind, and we need to do it well. And I think everybody should know it. And especially in COVID times, yes, I don't know about aerosol generations, but I would say that it's a good surgery for the real black ones that Satanshu showed.
I think rightly said, sir. Just like a good batsman should know all the strokes should be there in his book, similarly, a good ophthalmic cataract surgeon should be aware of all the techniques, be it SICS, be it phaco. He should be versant and conversant with all these techniques so that he knows which technique to use optimally in what kind of patient. Dr. Amulya Sahu, can we have your comments, sir? What should be what do you think is in hard, mature, dark, black cataract? What is the biggest size of rhexis which you can make without compromising the integrity of the capsular bag, sir? And what are your comments regarding use of which viscoelastic should be used, whether it is plain methyl cellulose or Elon GV to protect the corneal endothelium, sir? Your comments, sir. Dr. Amulya Sahu, sir.
There, the screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So,
I think Dr.
Allah, you can ask any chairpersons.
Just one question from my side, Dr. Ballad, Dr. Kudlu here. One question towards
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dr. Debashish also here. I still remember I happened to operate in his hospital during the last time SICS conference, a 3 mm black cataract with the help of a instrument from Zeiss called MyLoop. Then I could be able to even implant a trifocal lens. I did a live surgery in the Debashish Sir's hospital. So my question to all the chairperson, I think with the invent of this kind of, already Dr. Satanshu had shown the snare to cut the nucleus within the antechamber. With the invent of such equipment, especially MyLoop or anything, I think whether the usage of the premium lens like trifocal or multifocal has been increased, I need to take an opinion from Debashish sir.
See, I mean, one thing the surgeon needs to decide that whether a particular cataract would do more endothelial trauma by ultrasound energy depending upon the hardness of the cataract. And as Dr. Bhalla rightly pointed out, and then he can decide as to the incision. And of course, the incision size can be minimized with the MyLoops and the snares that we use also from Anil Shah's videos. I mean, we've learned from him. So they can and very hard nucleus can very easily be bisected into or trisected into smaller parts. But whatever it is, because the loop has to cross the equator and go behind the lens. So, I mean, in any case, the incision size cannot be brought down to less than 4.5. So that is the incisional limitation. That much scleral dissection, corneal dissection, and trauma will occur. Now, if the hardness of the cataract is very hard, well, one can choose to go for SICS, and that's a very good option. And also use premium lenses. I mean, it's a way of doing surgery. The lenses are a choice of what the refractive outcomes we want.
Yeah,
Dr. Bala, I have got a comment. So many times one minute, just one comment only. Many times these hard cataracts are associated with pseudo exfoliation and non-dilated pupils. Many times it's not so easy. Always whatever is shown is a dilated pupil, but many times the pupil is very small. So it's really challenging in these cases.
Yeah, Dr. Subudhi.
Rightly said, sir. We'll be
We have a talk on this small people SICS also.
But PEX, I'm telling you, pseudo exfoliation.
Yeah, pseudo exfoliation is granular weakness, and
if you permit, I will now ask my co-moderator.